Okay, continuing our coverage now, the Casey Anthony verdict on the air and online, even on street corners. A day later seems like it's all anyone's talking about today, including local attorneys. Fox 23's Kristen Lauman explains how this case could affect others in courtrooms around the country.
The Casey Anthony trial was the first big-name trial that social media played a huge role, and now some local lawyers are saying that it's also going to present some challenges in future cases. Local attorneys that have sat on both sides of the courtroom aisles say the prosecution in the Casey Anthony case fought an uphill battle.
6 weeks of testimony, and the jury only deliberated for a little over 10 hours. It was pretty clear at that point that they just felt the prosecution hadn't met their burden.
Did she do it? Maybe, but they weren't able to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. Therefore, she may have done it, but she's not guilty. Defense
attorney Thomas Carr with Tully Rinke says based on the evidence presented at trial, it was hard to see how the jury could have come to a different verdict. Former prosecutor Arnold Proskin says the state had a lot of speculation, but not a lot of facts. It was a trial that played out on papers, on air, online. Attorneys say that social media will continue to play a role in big-name cases. Carr says with the information reaching a larger audience and faster, it could be hard to keep a jury away from the information.
I think that for sequestering purposes from this point going forward, people are going to have to give up their cell phones, their Blackberries. Even TV coverage is going to be, I think, cut down a lot for jurors that are sequestered. And for a jury like this that was sequestered for 6 weeks, it's imposing a significant hardship on jurors.
And for Proskin, finding jurors that haven't heard the early details becomes a bigger challenge in an already difficult process.
So instead of asking 200 people, you may have to ask 400 people. But you're going to find them. There's a lot of it's shocking. You're going to find how many people know this, how many people just never heard of this. It might take more time. It might take more time.
And jurors have even gotten in trouble for being on social networking sites, even during deliberations, some posting then, and they've resulted in some fines. Some people have even been the basis of appeals. In the newsroom, Kristen Lauman, Fox 23 News.